And as always, it's a pleasure. And yes, you are rocking with the best, the Bols podcast, that is. And once again, a lovely night in Philly from the Most Shulu, doing what we do because we are everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? Sleeves the hustler all day long. But today, you can call me Sergio Sleeves. All right. And you got my man, Staf, the militant one, a.k.a. Brother Byron. My man Dread in the back, 1 and 2s, doing what the fuck he do. And what's up with y'all? How the fuck you do? You know what I'm saying? Feeling great out here. Right now on the water.
Right now.
On the
water
again. You know what I mean? But this time, we got a little spot, post up, do what the fuck we do before it get real crazy out this joint. You know what I'm saying? So you hear the little beatbox in the background. Don't even mind that. We just gonna let them play what's that shit called? Time rock music. What the fuck is that shit that
yacht
rock. Yeah.
I have a yacht rock playlist.
Yacht rock.
No, I'm not mad at that. No,
what's on your yacht rock playlist?
Yeah, exactly. Talk.
This is on my yacht rock playlist. I got some Michael McDowell on my yacht rock playlist. I got
how
some
can you
Hall
not?
Notes on my yacht
How
rock
can you
playlist.
not? Absolutely. How can you not? Bong, you hit it on the note on everyone. You better yacht rock. Do the science, young boss.
I was on the job at the airport, and this OG was in there in the substation banging the yacht rock playlist.
Exactly.
I was like, yeah.
It's
like,
called an acquired taste. Exactly. A righteous taste. Come on with you, man. Like this Stella.
Oh, man.
But no, man. It's episode 128.
128.
And as always, we got to talk about shit that's going on. But before we even get into that, we want to welcome Brother Stizza back. Ciao. Give
To
him
the States.
some, you know what I'm saying?
I'm back in the country.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao.
You know what I'm saying?
Ciao.
That's all. And tonight we're going to have a Bella Sarah. A good evening.
Sarah.
You understand? So, because this brother, along with his beautiful wife and our other great 98 fam, the Ortizes, and, you know what I'm saying? McCargos, salute to y'all, was out, you know what I'm saying? Tuscany, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And a couple other
spots.
Now, I'm going to shut up and let him rock. You know what I mean? That's all. Bars.
All right, so off camera, you had asked me about the food and everything.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to front. I'm not the biggest fan of Italian food. Like, I never really have been.
Really.
I'll do a lasagna, spaghetti.
Okay. Right, that's it.
But you had to up, get some Capri. You know,
I'm just, I've never been one, like, if we're hungry and we're trying to decide on a restaurant, I've never been like, yo, let's get Italian. Right. That's just never been me. That's just not my thing.
So,
but we were trying to plan a trip for our 45th birthdays because a lot of us in that group that you just mentioned all turned 45. 2025. So we were trying to plan some place to go, and we named a couple different, foreign countries. Europe came up, and I was like, I never really wanted to go to Europe like that, unless it was Italy. If we're going to go to Europe, I want to go to Italy. Everybody else kind of got on board. It was like, yeah, let's do Italy. We went to Italy. Overall, it was fantastic. I think certain things are a little over-romanticized. Certain things are kind of blown out of proportion a little bit.
Like what? Can't hop over that.
All right, so I'm going to start with the food, right?
All right, yeah, because I just believe the food is amazing. From the pictures I saw, shit looked good to me. I'm the foodie boy, so it's authentic. What's up?
I can't remember the name of the restaurant we went to, but it was a Michelin star restaurant, right? Shout out to Terry. She picked that joint out.
Michelin star. That's the top tier of the fucking top tier, if you didn't know.
Now there, I did get a banging ass bottle of white wine, and I had some lobster linguine. That was probably the best meal I had the whole trip.
How the fuck can you not go wrong with some lobster linguine? From where? And what part of Italy was this?
This was on Amalfi Coast.
Tell them again.
It was on the Amalfi Coast. If you've never been there, you gotta go there.
Talk to him.
It was
You know what I'm
beautiful.
saying?
You know, blue water. It's crazy.
The Amalfi Coast.
The villages are built into the cliffside. It's dope. It's a bunch of
Sharifin. Fuck out of here. Go ahead, man.
So that was the best meal. Right? I had tried a couple other meals while we were there. I tried lamb, whack. I tried a T-bone, whack. I tried filet mignon, whack. I think
why
the issue is
why was this whack? You just saying whack too easy.
I think the issue was the seasonings weren't there, and they don't. I can't say they don't, but I guess the restaurants I went to, I think they tend to cook more with oils and not butter. But you got to finish your steak with butter. That's how you get the nice crust and all that on it. You know what I mean? That locks in all this. That's what you need. So I wasn't getting that there. I would also say that we went to Rome. It was great. It's old. You get the architecture. You get to see the, you know, the Colosseum and all the other tourist attractions. But, you know, it's also just a big city. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of graffiti, a lot of trash and all that over there. You know what I mean? So you got that too. But if you've never been, I'd definitely say go. Tuscany was dope. The views, the vineyards, the cobblestone streets,
the vineyards,
the little tiny streets. You know what I mean? It was gorgeous. It was beautiful. I really liked that. But the best part of the trip was the Amalfi Coast. We stayed in an old. Shout out to Terry Husband K, because he found this Airbnb, which was in an old watchtower on the coast that was built in the 1500s. That joint was crazy. Like, you open your window, ocean. Or sea rather. You know what I mean? So the Amalfi Coast was dope. Like I said, big cliffs, all the houses, the homes, the villages are all built into the cliffs. You walk a bunch of little tiny streets, hit your shops, you take ferries around to the different ports.
Nice.
It was really idyllic, really scenic. There's a new show that's actually being filmed there, I think, on Amazon. You know what I mean? It's actually, you'll see how beautiful it really is. So, you know, overall, it was a good trip. Really had a great time. I would recommend going to the Amalfi Coast and then maybe taking a day trip to Tuscany, taking a day trip to Rome, but stay at Amalfi. We want to go back because there's so many other things that we didn't get a chance to see. And the weather was good. A little chilly in the morning, a little chilly in the evening, but in the afternoon it was hot. You know what I mean? So overall, we had a good time. I have no complaints.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? No complaints.
Ciao. You understand?
Wine was good, even just house wine.
Sharifin
we were
in Italy.
to get bottles of house wine.
That's all, and just kick your feet up for the night.
Yeah, and of course there's a fashion.
Oh, of course. Oh, listen, the suits and the textures
and the leather goods, leather goods everywhere. You know,
you ain't bring nothing back.
I wasn't there looking for clothes. I was hoping to find a nice mom and pop jewelry shop where I could get a nice gold chain. I'm looking for a Franco gold chain, but I didn't find anything when we were out there. I saw some jewelry shops, but they looked kind of like tourist traps. We're going to, trying to get over on you.
Respectfully speaking, still besides the gold chain, you need at least to go to a shop and get tailored and see what's up. You know what I'm saying, Tom? You know what I'm saying?
Because I was saying he was going to get an Italian suit when you
y'all wildin', ain't no way. I would have went over there and not came back with one at least. And that's for the low, because that's what they do. You get what I'm saying? Absolutely. And tailor made in the shade.
It was a great trip. It wasn't too crowded.
You can do that next time.
Yeah, it was a great trip though. We definitely want to go back. We definitely want to go back.
How was the flight?
All right, so at night we took a red eye. We got there in like 7 hours, but I guess he was mashing mashing in the sky.
Yeah, he was mashing it.
Now when we came back home, we just had a regular, and it took like 9. Yeah, so that's
still
long.
not
Like
bad.
3 meals.
Though.
That's not bad at all. Like I'm expecting double-digit numbers when I think about that. Like that's not bad at all.
9 hours, because it's further than going to London. It's further than going to France. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it took a minute. You know what I mean? Like I said, we had like 3 meals. You watch a whole bunch of movies.
Try to sleep and fall back.
You know what I mean? So, but it was cool, big ass plane. But it was definitely cool. It was definitely a good experience.
What size plane was it?
I forget what you call it, but it has like 3 rows of seats.
Got you. Oh, okay, so
Like
in the middle.
3 here, 3 in the middle,
Yeah.
3 on the other side. You know what I mean? So
that's a pretty big.
But it was
jet bus.
Jet bus.
some kind of Airbus.
Airbus type joint. You know what I mean? So
that's dope.
But it was a good time, man. Especially the coast, man. Being out there on the water, it's blue.
Word.
All the other yachts and everything. It's like
talk to him.
I feel like some James Bond type shit
about the difference. See, I know. I ain't been to Italy, but I've been to Hawaii, which was the bluest water I've ever been around in my life. So talk to him. It was different shades of blue, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And when we were at Amalfi, the coast was like stones. You know what I mean? So it was, you kind of had to have some water shoes on, but the water was crystal blue. Our hotel, we stayed in Ostia. I forget the second part of the name, but it was like a beach town, maybe like 30 minutes outside of Rome, and that had a sandy beach, but the water was still blue there too.
Yeah.
So it was dope. You know what I mean? It was like, the water makes you think of a tropical kind of place.
Got you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was, you gotta go. Like I say, you gotta go, man. You gotta go check it out. You know what I mean? So
definitely. I like that. I always had Italy on my list, but if we just talking about spots now that we vacation spots, like I guess Rick Ross might have set it off with it, but I knew some Greek folks before I heard Santorini, Greece, that told me about Santorini, Greece, and
I've seen pictures. It looks crazy,
and just how that looks.
Speaking of which, because my wife, she told her coworkers about it, and some of them who had been to Santorini were like, "Yo, if you like Amalfi, you'll love Santorini. So you got to go check out Santorini."
Yeah, like that looks crazy. That was always one of them. Like, it's wild how, like, sometimes, because I always love the bars and everything that come with it. So it was a long time ago. It was on Oil Money Gang. Jadakiss said, you know what I'm saying? What did he say? Vacationing in the Maldives. Room service come to you on a boat. Child, please. And ever since then, nigga, I looked into the Maldives. That was like 2013 or some shit. 14 when that shit came out. And the Maldives Islands, dog, like, you know what I'm saying? Abso-fucking-lutely. Only problem is for me, over there, I'm going to have to be on detox because it ain't nothing about that tree, dog. Like, they ain't fucking around.
That was on our list.
You know what I'm saying?
Maldives and the Seychelles. And that's an even longer flight. But you also got to get vaccinations, I believe.
Maldives is in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Absolutely. And I thought about it before, but I'm cool on that now. I take a pause on that because our bro Scrap, him and his fiance, not fiance, fucking my talking about his wife. Excuse me, Scrap, your wife. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. His wife had their honeymoon out in Bali or whatever like that, and he got sick crazy out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool, but it got to be blue water. I'm going to tell you another spot, definitely you could take your wife on some chill shit, but it's dope, is Kona, Hawaii. All right? That's the volcanic island. That shit look like the Thing from Fantastic Four when you land. But that shit is dope than the motherfucker. Like, it's amazing.
Also, for the record, don't let these rappers fool you into thinking that these trips are unaffordable. Like, I'm not saying they're cheap.
No, but you could do it.
You can say, like, all right, a year from now, you go meet with a travel agent, you set it up. This time next year, I want to be here. And then you get on a payment plan. You just make your payments. You might have to cut back on going out or smoking weed or buying liquor or buying sneakers or whatever it is that you tend to splurge on.
Yeah.
Cut back for a year and you can really go out and have a nice experience somewhere. You know what I mean? It's all doable. It's very doable. You know what I mean?
Well, as with all things, when you plan on it and you be on it, that's what it is. And see, also, let's put this in here, good brother Dre. You know what I'm saying? That when you are properly married and yoked, you're going to make sure you get the fuck out this house when you need to. You understand? Oh, no, we planning this shit and we doing this motherfucking thing. You understand? And I know this time next year, we going to be over in Italy, goddamn. Fuck that.
Yeah, and if you can get a nice little travel crew, that makes it even better, you know?
Absolutely,
it definitely looked like y'all had a great time, though.
No, man.
And everything, the
great 9-8 all day long, man. As it fucking should be, man. You know what I mean? is still doing it, man. It's a beautiful thing, man, as it fucking should be, man.
We tried to get Tommy to go.
You know what I'm saying? Well, listen. When the time is right and the situation right, Fred will be right. You dig what I'm saying?
They go into a whole, couple situation or have you on my.
It ain't matter, man. I mean, somebody there.
No, he wasn't trying. He was trying to go down there how he should be on the mafia coach. You dig what I'm saying? Doing what the fuck he do. You dig? That's what it is, man. And it's crazy now because we go from all that cool shit to, I gotta dig into some bullshit, and I wish Shorty just stepped away. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to know: is it ever gonna get that deep, or does it get that deep for the ladies? As I go on to this right now, I always gotta come with the bullshit transition like this. Ohio woman wanted for allegedly cutting open boyfriend's ball sack.
What the?
All right.
Where do you be finding this?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Where you be finding these jokes?
You know what I mean? She tried to she cut the man's ball sack. All right. So let's go into it. This is how the article starts off. It says, break in, balls out. All right. And pause on all this shit too, as I say this. I mean, Ohio woman is the target of a police woman hunt after a ballsy break-in at her boyfriend's home where she sliced open his nutsack. According to police, authorities have issued a warrant for an accused scrotum slasher.
Is this
Janita Hope.
I don't know, man. I don't know where you be
a
finding
scrotum
this shit.
slasher.
Yo.
After the 45-year-old woman allegedly kicked in the front door of her boyfriend's Toledo home and barged inside, performed her amateur surgery on him with a sharp object. Right. And get this. Cops say she cut her boyfriend so badly that one of his nuts was fully exposed, requiring treatment at a local hospital facility. Unbelievable. All right, listen. We don't make it up. We just try to bring you what the fuck we can bring you.
Listen.
What I'm going to say.
Huh? Get Pat.
Get Pat.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, all I know is what in the entire fuck that you felt the need to come into the crib.
Whatever you got going on.
I mean, first of all, if I have clothes and all like that, it's a lot for you to try to even get to me, to my ball sack.
We didn't really get into why she's so angry.
Yeah, we got our good brother Pat over here, and he heard some of that. He had to walk away because he had to grab his nutsack, because that's how you feel when you hear a story like that.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
you know what I mean?
Crazy.
Pat, come on in here for a second, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get you a chair.
Founding father in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Why we here is because of this good brother and Big John in the building. Philly Cigar Week all day. Grown-ish Phillies, you know what I'm saying? On so many levels, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And also my salt and pepper beard brother. Fuck wrong with y'all? You know what I mean? Exactly. Talk to him, man.
Hey, man.
What's up, man? How you, bro?
I'm glad y'all brothers here as always to support us, man.
Talking to Mike.
We love y'all, man. Y'all keep up the great work as long as us.
Yo, listen, we working with y'all.
I was gonna say, last time we was out here, you had Renee Newville from Jean A here. We had a great time. It was a great experience. You know what I mean? The boat was rocking. We didn't get a chance to bust it up with you then.
Right.
I had to grab you real quick.
Yeah.
While I see you free.
Yes, sir.
Tell us okay, R&B on the waterfront. What's the vision?
The vision, as always, we try to change the dynamics to what's going on in Philly.
As it should be.
We me and my partner Pacific got a very creative mind. And we like to see what the city needs, what the city calling for. We got a lovely event, man, grown and sexy, no nonsense.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? As they say, put that shit on. Come out, enjoy yourself, man, smoke a good stick, and meet and mingle.
Absolutely.
This is a networking event. You come out to party, but it's always a networking event. Because when you smoke a cigar, you can be sitting next to anybody, you don't know where they from, and so on. It sparks up a crazy conversation.
Absolutely. Good
So
vibes.
that's what that means.
Absolutely. And good times all the time, man,
Yes,
when it
sir.
comes to y'all. Absolutely. And we appreciate it as always, man. You know what I'm saying? It's another one, man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with y'all, man?
Hey.
See you homecoming, you know. You see Dredd in the back. You can't see him right now.
Yeah,
but TU all day.
Yeah.
We all went to TU right here.
That's
I don't
right.
know about Pat.
Pat didn't go to TU.
You know what I'm saying?
I grew up in TU.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about down there anyway.
Talk about native son all day long, as it should be, man.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. We doing what we do out here, man. It's the boys, man. Pat, Philly Cigar Week, Big John, man. Another one. And we see you on the other side,
Yeah,
man. You know what I
appreciate
mean?
y'all. And also, a quick note: we do got some surprise R&B groups popping in today.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tonight.
Tonight.
Before the next event, we
Yo, can we
Stay tuned.
wait, can we
I gotta ask you though, right? Because the weather is
So pass
changing.
him the
Right.
sleeves.
Cooler.
Pass him.
About how much longer
Stop,
are we
hold
gonna
the
be
mic.
on the boat? It's just gonna rock out all.
We got till November. We got a shot. We got another one called Going to November.
Okay.
And then after that, we gonna keep it moving till the weather break.
Okay.
what's up.
We'll be around doing what we do, just be indoors.
But then
Yes.
hopefully back early spring.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's a little chilly out here tonight, you know what I'm saying? But
That April May affair.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
April, May,
It's
June,
gonna be. I can feel it in the air.
Hey man, again, thank y'all, brothers, man. Appreciate y'all.
No, thank you.
I appreciate you,
And let
man.
me get back to work.
yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Man behind the scenes doing what he do all day long, Pat, all day long. Like you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, that's how it go down, man. You know what I mean? Love all day long, man. That's the reason why we here, man. Good brothers, man. Always supporting. We support one another, man. And this thing been going on for a couple years, and it's gonna keep going on.
Yeah. So it's good to know. One more in November. That's what he said, right? One more in November.
Yeah, but that's going to be at another location, of course.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And going to rock out like that. And, you know.
It's the teaser.
And that's
So
it.
set it off next spring, next summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, of course, after that, you know, we'll have some surprises for you.
Mhm.
Coming from the boys, of course. You know what I mean?
So
But, you know, before we got into that with Big Pat, unfortunately, I was talking about cut ball sacks.
Ball sacks.
You know what I mean? And
Back to the ball sacks.
you know, it's just I'm just saying.
So we gotta start seeing where the hell he began this fucking information from, though. Like
Hey,
that story
listen, man.
crazy as shit.
Listen,
Did you
man.
fact check this?
Yeah. Fact
Listen,
check,
man.
What's the source?
Yeah, what's
I
the
got
source?
this off of Yahoo News, so at least it was, you know, not no Sade news or some shit like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yahoo
So
News. Okay.
you know what I mean? I was reading that specifically.
Wasn't all the shaming
from
him or
you
anything
know, no,
like that?
it wasn't. It was
So it's
TMZ
on
live, and no
IG.
shit. Even though TMZ be verified.
Something about the language in the article. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Like,
They were assholes. That's why I specifically was saying these things, because they were assholes in this shit, because it's terrible. But at
I'm
the end-
curious what he did to make her that mad.
Exactly. One, and just how she was relentlessly able. I feel like she must, because they said she broke into the crib, so she could have broken into the crib, and he could have been asleep.
That's true.
And if you sleep, it's a wrap for you. She done got to jump
Yo,
on the
man.
busies.
Dog,
Like, you know
dog.
what I mean?
Oh, dog.
Through your jeans, through your drawers, through your shorts.
Oh, this is
She
crazy.
had a sharp object to go through that, man. Like, that's crazy.
All right.
Like, you should burn in hell. You understand? You need to burn in hell, you piece of shit, bitch. I'm gonna lose it.
Okay.
I'm gonna lose it on that. You gonna cut the ball sack? That's like me cutting your nipples off. Like, what are we doing here? Nah, real shit. Like that's comparable to that. I ain't even take it down to below. I just said cut your nipples off. That wouldn't be nice now, would it? Absolutely fucking not.
Please, man. You
Cutting
wild
ball
out for this,
sacks,
dog.
man.
He's wild out for this, y'all.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. I bring it to you, man. Unfortunately, that these are the type of things I find
Yeah,
because that's
what's up with your algorithm?
But speaking of craziness, right?
What?
it's off the fucking hook, Tom. If you want to know,
I see that. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
fuck out of here.
Speaking of craziness, y'all keeping up with this whole Kada Scott story?
Oh, what's going
The
on?
local woman, she's young, 23. She went to work up in Chestnut Hill.
I seen that on a couple different people.
She had complained about somebody harassing her, but she wasn't sure who it was.
And she been missing now.
She went to work, stepped outside, I guess shortly after starting her shift, and hasn't been seen since. Her car was at the job, her phone is dead, family hasn't heard from her. I guess it's like over 48 hours now. You know you got that first 48.
Yeah.
But it's just wild. It's almost like she vanished. What I do like though, is there's always been a joke about how don't nobody look for black women when they go missing. White women go missing, people look for them. But the FBI is involved. The police were given all types of press conferences.
Absolutely, man.
People are actually out there looking for her. And I hope
I hope they find her too. And I hope that
it's crazy. You got to be so vigilant. You know what I mean? And it's just like,
and that leads me to what in a little bit we get sign off with, if possible, is that you go from that to the Monster Netflix series right now with the newest version, which is the Ed Gein story. And if you're not familiar with Ed Gein is pretty much the architect behind like artistry, killing, and just fuckery to another level. He has inspired Psycho, all right? Not American Psycho, the original Psycho, all right? When you had Norman Bates and he would be dressing up like his mom and the whole situation all like that. But on the flip, Ed Gein was actually dug up his mom, had her in the fucking house and thought she was regular looking and was out here listening to her with his schizophrenia ass.
Now,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre and also Silence of the Lambs, homie.
Now, this is Netflix again. What's up with Netflix trying to romanticize these killers? I think they had a Ted Bundy special. They got this Ed Gein special.
But whatchamacallit, Dahmer. But Dahmer wasn't sensationalized. It was like monster shit. This one is more like...
Yeah, they took a lot of liberties with it.
But we are missing points in his spree. All right, listen. It's on paper that he supposedly killed 2 women. All right, but he started digging up bodies and doing something with their skin, making furniture with their skin. I'm talking about lampshades, plates, all right, bodysuits, all right. That's why you got Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre is from the shit Ed Gein was fucking doing. Like, this shit, when they went, basically, it was an older lady that had a hardware shop that Ed Gein was fucking with, and then he wound up killing her. And they got the son, who was the fire chief, and the police inspector, saw some shit that she left for Ed in her shop or whatever. So that led them to go to his house and his farm, and that's called the fucking House of Horrors. That's when they came in and they seen all this wild shit, dog. You understand? Like, this motherfucker didn't go to jail. He went to the crazy house and fucking died in the crazy house and at age like 77 or 78. Now, in the fucking series, I don't know if you got to it yet, but towards the end of the series, they try to act like this boy helped the FBI on the Ted Bundy case. Like they went to him about,
what they
crazy.
Should look for in a killer.
Exactly. And that shit is all made the fuck up. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, just the scenes like going on, dancing and all this wild shit. You gotta watch it to see for yourself. But it really is like you trying to sensationalize one of the craziest and wildest fucking murderous motherfuckers ever that set off a whole chain of events for the Ted Bundys and all these other motherfuckers after it, dog. You understand? So, I'm just saying, it's a watch. Definitely you can check it out and make your own opinion about it. But at the end of the day, this motherfucker was gone. Abso-fucking-lutely. And they diagnosed him with schizophrenia. Literally, all right? So, that lets you know every fucking thing you need to know about Ed Gein and that shit right there. While we talking about this shit on the water. You get what I'm saying? You hear that fly shit in the background? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. That sounds like the party about to start. So, I don't know, By the time y'all see this, you ain't gonna get the fuck down here because it's over with. But if you was in the building, you know what I'm saying, on your way down, come on down. It's gonna be a good joint. So what we got going on tonight on, R&B on the Water? We got Yvette Michelle in the building. We got Miss Jade hosting. We got Enos in the building. We got Big John. We got Pat, Grownish Philly Cigar Week, and a bunch of other folks that come together and put this shit together. And you know who you got too? Shout out to the Delgados. That's another podcast from New York doing their thing with my man Sadai X in the building, you know what I'm saying? Over there on that type time. But you know who you got in the fucking building? You got the fucking Bols. Podcast that is the most Shulu, Philadelphia to the fucking world, Dread. We are everywhere. Day long. Sergio sleeves tonight. You know what I'm saying? Staf, the good brother, the militant one, aka brother Byron. Dread on the 1 and 2s. Episode 128 on the water, doing what the fuck we do. See you on the flip side.
Podcast
Peace.
Balls.